Hey guys, what's up? Pixels here. In today's video, we are going over the patch notes that we just got on Evil Dead the game. We got a new update. I did suggest in my streams this week that we should be getting an update this week, and it's nice to see we actually got one. There was a few things that I thought was going to be in this update, but we didn't actually get, but there's some very nice changes that we are getting as well. So let's begin anyways. So the first thing that we do get is a new feature. The parties are now maintained between games. No need to reinvite your friends to each match. This is actually a massive win for me. It's absolutely amazing they've actually added this feature very fast, because I wasn't expecting them to add it so soon, because I thought it would be a lot more complicated to do that type of thing. But the fact they're maintaining parties between games now is really, really good. Obviously, we can just keep our lobbies going and stuff like that, which is really great. There's no need to keep inviting people anymore. It's going to save a lot of time just chaining games, obviously, because I think it is a bit of an off-put thing where people, you know, they leave, they get kicked out of the game, and, you know, then you might have some invite issues and stuff like that. So being able to just stay in the party with each other now is a massive, massive win for me, and I think it's fantastic they've done that so early. Like I said, a feature like this, we've probably been waiting a long time on Dead by Daylight 4, but we've actually got it now, and it's, you know, it hasn't took them long to do that from having it from the feedback, you know, requested. So stability. We've made some changes to our region servers to allow both West and East Coast servers of players to join matches together. This will help with long queue times some players have been experienced. So that was mainly on West Coast servers. West Coast people were having really bad issues trying to find games, like hour-long queue times and stuff. And most of the time, I'm pretty sure that was just a bug, and maybe they can't figure out what it is, so they've kind of just linked it up with the East Coast servers. And now, obviously, everyone in America will now be able to join games together, and I don't think the ping issues will be so bad either. So yeah, it's nice to see they've done that for you guys in the West Coast, obviously, because I think East Coast was more or less fine, you know. Okay, so moving on general, they've had several fixes for vault and fences and their animations. They fixed a bug where roads would disappear. I'd never even noticed that one. Pings placed on the map while sitting in the car now displayed in the world, which is also a good one, because sometimes I would put something down and then it wouldn't even appear for me, which was very odd. Fixed an issue causing a blurry, flickering visual glitch on supply crates. I have noticed this on water as well, so hopefully they do that on the water as well. When I've got my flashlight on the water, it does get this weird flickering thing, which is very odd. The next one, the Dark Ones will now execute the correct attack animation as well as display their UI indicator correctly for the AoE attack. Yeah, so apparently, I don't know if it was just me who noticed that, but the Dark Ones would go and start doing their AoE attack, but they'd actually fire out like the projectiles. And not only that, but if they do get on their last health, the last bit of bar on their health, I noticed they do spam the AoE attack quite a lot, and I don't think that's intended either, so maybe that's what they're talking about here, and maybe that's what they fixed. Remove duplicated portal trap in Castle Kandar. I'm not sure what that means at all. Changed in the ratio appearance of maps, 50% for Castle Kandar, 25% for caravans, and 25% for cabins. So it seems like we still have Castle Kandar with the highest pick thing right here, so I'm guessing it might have been even higher, but now we might actually have a chance of getting the other two maps again, which is nice to see. So we've got some demon buffs as well, and some nerfs, I think. So demon movement will no longer stutter and have interruptions after being exercised indoors. I think that might have been referring to the snail bug. I'm not 100% sure on that. Demon movement speed indoors is increased from 500 to 700. That's nice, because I realized they actually slowed the demon down inside of buildings, which was very weird for me. Demons can no longer accumulate units indefinitely. Oh, so you can't actually keep spawning units at the book anymore. I know a lot of people were trying that out, weren't they, when they were playing Necromancer. They kept spawning it, so I guess you can't do that anymore. That's kind of a disappointing thing, because I thought that was actually a kind of a fun idea, but sadly you can't do that anymore. Warlord elite units no longer have an input lock when pressing the attack and the arm swipe buttons. Puppeteer will no longer be able to obtain infernal energy while possessing a survivor and shooting another survivor in a bleeding state while having the skill Puppet Master Invigorate in possession. Oh, so there was people still doing that actually as an exploit just on Puppeteer, and I didn't realize that. Puppeteer and Necromancer basic units can no longer chain hits indefinitely. That's very nice to see. I've actually, you know, I don't normally disconnect from games, but if I go down to that kind of cheesy shit, I will just immediately disconnect and, you know, just like block that person even using exploits to try and win the game, because it's just pathetic, if I'm being honest. Demons will no longer be forced to spectate a survivor. Deadites will no longer spawn from portals before said portal has fully opened. I think that was with that weird bug where you could sort of see like half a Deadite like just floating in the air before they spawn. So I think that maybe is what that is, and they might have fixed that. Demons are no longer able to use the active ability of possessed survivors. Again, if you possess a survivor and you spam the active ability button, that would activate their ability. So it's nice to see they fixed that. Demi-Elagos Thunderstruck attack will be cancelled if Demi-Elagos is stunned and will not deal additional damage to survivors. So most elites on Elagos, sorry, so the Demi-Elagoses, they will obviously wait until their balance bar is now depleted, and then they'll charge up their attack. And, you know, they'll then see that their balance bar is about to be stunned, and then it will just instantly attack survivors. So it's kind of nice they've done that. I think they probably should have buffed them up a little bit to kind of compensate for that happening, though. Possessed demon basics and elite units can vault windows when sprinting towards them. So they actually did add this. I was saying to you guys a lot in my streams, I was like, yeah, you know, that demon basic and, you know, possessed units are going to be able to vault windows very soon. I kept trying to tell everyone that. So it's nice to see they actually added that to this update as well. When I glanced through it before, I didn't actually see that they added it, but it's cool that they've added it. Survivors will no longer be able to be forced to aim if an objective was collected while aiming. Fix the survivor input loss after being possessed while interacting with a vehicle. Survivors no longer be resurrected and stay in bleeding out animation, so that's good because that's kind of weird. AI survivors will no longer stop interacting with players or vehicles during the Dark Ones battle. A lot of these I haven't really paid much attention to. Lord Arthur's battle prep outfit has now the correct sound effects and visual effects after being hit by an evil unit. AI survivor will no longer stay in bleeding out animation without status and UI after being revived, and will be able to be resurrected by collected objectives. Oh, that's good because, you know, I think I played Demon once, and I actually I downed a Cheryl as they completed the objective, and she was just stuck in the bleeding out state, and I couldn't find her anywhere on the map at all. So they were like down a survivor, and she couldn't be resurrected or anything. So it's nice to see that they did that. Although it says AI survivor. This actually happened in a proper game, so hopefully that's fixed that in the actual game as well, not just for the AI survivor. I've just realized that. Kelly Maxwell has now the correct additional melee damage value in her skill Battle Frenzy. Previously 80%, now it's 60%. So it has always been 60%. A lot of people told me it was 30. I was like, yeah, no, it's 60%, which I was correct. But apparently they must have bugged it and got something wrong there. And it's accidentally went up to 80%. But it's glad they noticed that and they fixed that. After being resurrected by the objective, the bleeding out UI no longer stays on the HUD. That's a good one as well. Video settings will no longer be saved after exiting the option menu without applying them. Ed Getley's the collector skill icon is now displayed for all survivors. Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see what that looks like. The cursor on the map interface moves now without stutter on Xbox. I did notice that quite a lot. It's quite annoying. Not enough points. Text is no longer stuck in the UI for Demon after the player adds all skill points and switches to another tab in the collection. Fix the button prompt not appearing for one objective in the cabin map. You know what I didn't see in this update? It was the UI fix for the exclamation mark for the map pieces, because I've realized that's quite a horrible bug that does happen in some areas as well. And we've had 2 balance changes, which is very interesting. Reduced balance bar damage of Ash Glove from 40 to 20. Very odd. And reduced the balance multiplier of Heavy Fists from ×3 to ×2. So they nerfed melee combat with fists, which is very, very random. But overall, I think this is an amazing patch. I did suggest, like I said, that they would be doing a patch this week, so it's nice to see we're getting one today. Obviously, the key thing for me is obviously the parties being maintained between the games, and obviously the infinite comboing has been removed as well. And all the other stuff that they've done is in a good way for me. I think it's a really nice patch that they've done, especially with, you know, basic units and elite units being able to vault windows while they're sprinting as well. So I think that's a really good change that they've done that. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my patch overview that we just got on Evil Dead the game. The servers are currently down right now because they're doing some server maintenance, but I will be streaming this game at my normal time as well. If you guys want to hop into the stream and we can, you know, go over the new patch and play some new things out as well, which I think will be great and, you know, a lot of fun. I can't wait to test out some of the new stuff here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Pixels, you my awesome viewers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.